Hey guys, if you want to be a doctor or you want to know anything about health, I will be reading the health section in Kids Almanac, I think, for the 21st century. Let me just get to the page. Okay. Health. Good health gives you a sense of well-being that carries you through the day. It takes a combination of many things to produce that feeling. Most are simple things that you can easily do on your own. Regular exercise keeps your muscles, bones, heart, and lungs in top shape. Sleep gives your body a chance to rest. Most young people need at least 8 hours of sleep a night. Food gives your body the energy and nutrients it needs. A good diet has lots of fruit, vegetables, and whole grains, but very few high-fat foods or sweet desserts. It is also important to protect good health with regular medical checkups and immunization. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Against disease. People who want to people who want to stay healthy. I'm so sorry, guys. People who want to stay well need to avoid tobacco, immoderate use of alcohol, and illegal drugs, all of which can do serious harm. Government plays a role in controlling these substances and other health hazards, such as pollution and improperly processed food. Since the 1970s, a health and fitness care craze has swept America. Today, people exercise and watch what they eat more than they did 25 years ago. Still, Americans tend to be overweight and to exercise too little. Those factors contribute to heart disease and other serious health problems. Fortunately, Americans have excellent healthcare system, including some of which the world's most advanced medical facilities to treat diseases. But healthcare in the United States is expensive. One of the country's most important tasks is to find ways to make sure that all people have access to a good one. This was the page I just read. Anyways, the yearbook for this book. Syria 2500 BC. The Chinese began the therapeutic practice of acupuncture. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, guys. 1928. Penicillin is discovered in molds. By the 1940s, it is used to cure bacterial infections such as pneumonia. 1981. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control I'm so sorry, guys. Recognizes acquired immune deficiency syndrome / AIDS for the first time. 1992. The U.S. Department of Agriculture publishes the Food Guide Pyramid to help Americans understand the basic goods of nutrition and the ingredients of a healthy diet. Notables. Get that pen and paper ready. I'm actually going to do it too. Sorry, guys, we're going to take a little break here. Need a pen. Emergency. Sorry. Okay, sorry, chat. Okay. Pen, paper. Also, that was a little break for you guys to get your pen and paper. So, Christian Barnard, South African surgeon, performed the first heart transplant in 1967. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to write that down real quick. If you want me to repeat that again, it's Christian with 2 A's at the end. I'll spell it for you guys real quick. CHRI. STIAN. And then the last name is BARNARD. And if you want to put the year, it's 1922. 1922. It says South African. Surgeon. Performed the first heart transplant. In 1967. Sorry, guys. I was just writing that down, too. Mom? Can I have more time? Okay. And then the second notables. Hippocrates? That's the literal title. So, HIPPO. CRATES. And then for the little thing, it says Sycria or Sycria. Or Sycra. I don't know. 460. To 377 BC. Filming a video on my health book. Yeah. Considered the father of medicine. You want to sit with me? Dad. Writings later provided scientific and ethical foundation. For Western medicine. That's a little longer run. Dad, do you want to sit here with me?
I'm just gonna go downstairs and see what can eat.
Well, can you bring it up here then?
No, I'm gonna eat down there.
I have a little table for you.
Okay, but I don't want to bring it up here.
Can you ask Mom if we have any more medical books done? I want to be a doctor when I grow up. Okay. Next one is Edward Jenner. Sorry, how to spell that if you need. Edward. And then Jenner. If you want the year, that was from 1749 to 1823. English physician. Physician is a little hard to spell, so I'll spell it if you need it. PHYSICIAN. If it was hard for you to spell, because I know for some people it is. Introduced vaccine. Sorry, guys. Against smallpox, a deadly disease. That's for Edward Jenner. There's two more guys. Oh, God. I'm going to use my flash for a little bit. Actually, no, never mind. Okay, next one is Jonas. JONASE. Salk, I think. And the year, if you want it, again, is 1914 to 1995. So a pretty long time for this one, I would say. Okay. American developed vaccine against polio. A crippling and highly contagious disease. Last one, guys. It's kind of a long one, so I don't have to write small for this. Ugh. Benjamin Spock. BenjaminSpock. The years again are 1903 to 1998. Even longer one than the last one, guys. I'm just gonna put my boots in so I have more room for my legs. Ugh. Okay, sorry. American pediatrician. Authord. I don't know, guys. It's AUTHORED. Baby. And childcare. The most popular and influential guide. In the United States to raising a child for over 50 years. I'm finally done. I'll give you guys a little time to catch up if you need to. I'm just going to label this medical journal. I put medical/health journal. And I put Dr. Lexi. And this is getting tucked away in my books, so I will always have it. Okay, back to Habush Babush. Okay, anyways, here is the key ideas. acupuncture. I'm sorry if I said that wrong, guys. Puncturing the body with needles at particular points in order to improve health. Aerobics. Sorry, guys, again if I pronounced that wrong. An exercise program that is strenuous enough to cause a temporary increase in a person's heartbeat and rate of breathing. Bacteria. Any group of microscopic forms of life that live in the bodies of plants and animals, among other places. Many are harmless, but some can cause disease. What they forgot to put in here is when they said body of plants and animals is also humans, because bacteria can be in humans too. Carbohydrates. Foods that contain the elements Foods that contain the elements carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Starches and sugars are carbohydrates. Dietary fiber. A carbohydrate that comes from plants and cannot be digested by humans, aiding in elimination of wastes. Immune system. Bodily system that protects from foreign substances such as bacteria. Vaccine. Substance containing dead, weakened, or living organisms. I'm gonna rage quick, guys. Organisms that trigger the body to produce antibodies that protect from a disease. Finally, okay. In the skeletal system, we start with the skull. Then we go to the clavicle. Then below the clavicle is the sternum. Then below the sternum, I think the sternum is the ribs. Under the ribs is on the arm, not under the ribs, is the humerus. And then under the ribs is the spine. And on the arm. So your arm right here, actually, like, if you look at your arm, you can see that line right here going here, like the indent here. That is actually because the thing in there splits into the radius and the ulna. And then the little bones in your wrist, one of them is called... Actually, I think your whole wrist is the scientific word. I think it's the carpus. Anyways, under the spine, I should say this. Your spine connects to your pelvis. And then the upper part where your thighs is, or you could say quadriceps, is your femur. Then your kneecap, the scientific word, is your patella. And then your your thighs, not your thighs, your what's it called? Your shin. I think that's whatever. Where your shin is, it actually splits them into two again. The big one, the big one, I'll just say the big one. It's called the tibia. And then the other one is the fibula. I'll just show you the picture. There is the skeletal system, y'all. Can you see that? Okay. And then here is your muscular system. The muscles right here are called the sternocleidomastoid. And then right here, right up, no wait, not up, right up here. I'll just say this. Your breasts are the pectoralis major, like right up here. Well, yeah, around this area. Then, there's bones right, there's muscles right here. That is called the serratus anterior. And then right here, well, actually right here, this is your bicep. This is your tricep. It doesn't say tricep on here. I don't know why. And then your abs are called, actually, the scientific word is your rectus abdominis. No, kind of weird. Your thighs, a scientific word for it, are the sartorius, I think. And then, like, the lower thighs, closer to the kneecap, certain muscles there are called the quadriceps, like I said earlier. Then your shin muscle things, I think, shin muscle thing, I don't care, are called your gastrocnemius, I think. There is the muscular whatever system. And then, okay, now we're on to your digestive system. So first, you obviously start with your mouth. Cool fact, your mouth and your nose, like your nasal, oh God, there's an ant. Chat. I'm scared of bugs, I'm terrified. Bro, stop doing the chicken dance. Bro's literally doing this. Okay, we're all good now. Let's go back to the digestive system. It travels down a tube called your esophagus. Then right about here is your liver. Funny enough, your liver is actually right next to your stomach. So your stomach is not down here in this big area. It's right here. The part where you thought was your stomach right in here is actually all your small intestine. And then from here, under the liver and the stomach, back to down here is the large intestine. And then all your small intestine, I think, leads down to your anus. Which is like a little tube. Right there. Okay, now let's move on to the nervous system. Big one. Starts with your brain. Then, where your rib cage is, it's called the cervical nerves. Then, where your spine is, I wonder what it's called. It's called the spinal cord. And then, like, there's, in the rib cage, cervical nerves, like, there's two ones right here, like, ish, kind of, I guess. And those are called the thoracic nerves. And then, near, like, abdomen area, they're called the lumbar nerves. Oh, that's the wrong side right there. Okay. Then we're moving on to the circulatory system. I really can't explain this one. So your heart is obviously, it's not on the side, on the other side. It's actually smack dab in the middle, right here. like ish. It's like right here. And I just really have to show you the thing for this one. Screenshot if you want to look at it later. That's there. That's really, you can screenshot it, whatever. And then we're moving on to the respiratory system. So, like I said earlier, the big right here, like back behind your nose, is called the nasal cavity. Your mouth, right here, like in the back, I think, is called your oral cavity. Your oral cavity leads to your voice box in the back of your throat, which is how we talk. And also the scientific word for voice box is larynx. Cool, right? Then where your voice box is in your windpipe, or scientific word, trachea. And then your trachea leads to little tubes here, and it goes into your lungs. So I'll show you the picture for that. Okay. Now we are on the food pyramid. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has created this recommended balance of food groups for good nutrient. Okay, fats, oils, and sweets used sparingly, which is the top of the food pyramid, which is bad for you. And then the two there are the milk, yogurt, and cheese group. You should have 2 to 3 servings daily of those for a good diet. And then for meat, poultry, and fish, dry beans, eggs, and nuts group, don't know how all of those go into one group, you should have, again, 2 to 3 servings a day. I think this is actually what you should have most and what you should have least. Okay. Vegetable and soup, you should have 3 to 5 servings a day. Oh, I mean vegetable group, not vegetable soup. This is why I'm stopping at this page. I'm doing the rest tomorrow because I cannot think right now. Okay. Fruit group, you should have 2 to 4 servings daily again. This one is actually surprising because bread's not good for you. Like, noodles are not good for you. Bread, cereal, rice, and pasta group, you should have 6 to 11 servings a day. Diet kids. Nearly 1 in 5 U.S. kids age is 9 to 13 say they've already been on a weight loss diet. So about 19% from age 9 to 11 for boys are on a diet, a weight loss diet. 13% ages 12 through 13 are on a diet too. 18% from ages 9 through 11, are on a diet. And 27%, 12 through 13 people are on a diet. You know what, wait, let me see how many pages are left in this. Yeah, I'm doing this tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, anyways. Average height and weight for children. Here is all the boys group. At birth, you should be 1 foot 8 inches, or 51 centimeters. You should be 7.5 pounds, or 3.4 kilograms. 1.5 should be 2'2", or 66 centimeters. 17 pounds, or 7.7 kilograms. At 1, you should be 2'5", or 74 centimeters. You should be 21 pounds, or 9.5 kilograms. At 2, you should be 2'9", or 84 centimeters. And you should be 26 pounds, or 11.8 kilograms. At 3, you should be 3 foot. Ironic, isn't it? Or 91 centimeters. 31 pounds, or 14 kilograms. At 4, you should be 3'3", 99 centimeters. You should be 34 pounds, or 15.4 kilograms. At 5, this only goes up to 14. At 5, you should be 3.6. Did I skip 4? No, I didn't. Should be 3.6 and or 107 centimeters. You should be 39 pounds or 17.7 kilograms. At 6, you should be 3.9 or 114 centimeters. Or you should be 46 pounds or 20.9 kilograms. At 7, you should be 3.11 or 119 centimeters. You should be 51 pounds or 23.1 kilograms. At 8, you should be 4'2", or 127 centimeters. You should be 57 pounds, or 25.9 kilograms. At 9, you should be 4'4", or 132 centimeters. You should be 63 pounds, or 26.8 kilograms. At 10, you should be 4'6", or 137 centimeters. You should be 69 pounds, or 31.3 kilograms. At 11, you should be 4'8", or 142 centimeters. You should be 77 pounds, or 34.9 kilograms. At 12, you should be 4'10", or 147 centimeters. You should be 83 pounds, or 37.7 kilograms. At 13, you should be 5 foot. Well, this is average, so it's not, you should be average. At 12, you should be 4'11", 4'10", or 147 centimeters. You should be 83 pounds, or 37.7 kilograms. I probably already read that. At 13, you should be 5'4", or 152 centimeters. You should be 92 pounds, or shoot, my phone's at 5%, guys. You should be 92 pounds, or 41.7 kilograms. At 14, you should be 5'2", or 157 centimeters. You should be 107 pounds, or 48.5 kilograms. I'm going to finish the rest of this page tomorrow because my phone is at 5% and I have to get a bookmark. Oh, shoot. Shit, what do I use? A little bobby pin? Okay, I'll use a little bobby pin. Okay, bye guys. I will see you tomorrow or later today because I really gotta go plug in my phone. Probably not later today because I might not have time, and I also want to do a couple more things before bed, and I do not have that much time. But bye guys.